On the book side, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. It's old guy ADD here. I'm gonna play some Mario 3 plus probably something else, but we'll see. I am gonna only stream for about 2 hours though tonight, so I can make sure to be up in the morning for a few things I need to get taken care of. Let's see here. Welcome in, thanks for joining. Hello. Alvin with 100 stars, dude. Thank you so much, Alvin. Good evening, Kevin. How you doing, brother? Kevin McElroy said he's gonna start getting on that star list. Hell yeah, Kevin. Hey, Frankie, welcome in, man. How are you? All right, here we go. Let's try for... I'm starting to think you watch too much TV. How would you even know that? Based on what, Punksticks? Thank you so much, Donald Drake, for joining. Oh, okay. Well, Chris isn't here. And you said you. I think you said I think. I'm starting to think you watch too much TV. How should I know you were referring to Chris? You got the body of someone who watches a lot of cartoons. This game made me so mad that it made you hate the sun. What's up, Juan? How you doing? I'm sorry, Punk. No offense, but your joke kind of fell flat a little bit. That's okay. No worries. I still think you're awesome. Just didn't get what you were saying. Yeah, no, I have the body of someone who just had 3 kids and freaking and sympathy ate the whole time. What's going on, Brandon, over on the talk? How you doing, man? What's up, Moses? No worries, Punk Sticks. You're all good, man. I just didn't get it.
Here's some crazy things happening in the...
Alright. Your joke was on point? I mean, you're allowed to think whatever you want. You know, there's no law against that. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Thanks again, Alvin, for the stars, buddy. Appreciate you. Hey, yo. What's up, Travis? How you doing, man? We're gonna try for a 3 death run. 3 deaths is the most I'm gonna allow myself, and then after that I might still keep playing, but Less than 3 deaths on this run is my goal. What was for dinner? We had pizza. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. Here we go. Pizza, pizza. And my van died at the pizza place. We had Papa John's tonight. Papa John's had a really good deal going on. And it's something that can feed us for a few days. You doing good? How goes Mario 3? So far, no complaints. Oh, you've been playing this game on your fake Game Boy? Nice. Is that one of those little 2-toggle Game Boys, like the ones that have like the analog sticks that have all kinds of games on there? Hi Annie, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. I really hope you're well. Hello, good chap. How goes it, brother? It goes good, man. Thanks for asking, Kyle Haley. Oots, what's going on, Jay? Welcome in, brother. Thanks for joining, Jay. Welcome in, Annie. We're gonna get the whistle in here. Here we go. Toots. Toots are hilarious. How you been, Jay? Hope everything's going well, buddy. Okay, so you know what one I'm talking about then. It's like the one they keep advertising with like hundreds of games on it. What's going on, Jay? I'm here at work. I'm with my newest resident, John. Nice. Well, hello, John. How's it going? You were playing this game today? Dude, that's so awesome. You guys do any good? Having some tea. It is my tea good. Some might say it's quality. John is a big gamer? Hell yeah. What kind of games does John like to play besides Mario 3? Hey man, hell yeah, Kyle. Him and his grandson play COD and Halo. That's awesome. Dental surgery, oh no. Well, I hope you do okay.
I can't stay because I have to go get some dental surgery tomorrow, but I wanted to leave you with a little something. I'll be back tomorrow. And remember, I
will remember the fa-fa. It's very important. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Annie, and good luck with your dental surgery tomorrow. Everybody wish Annie luck. Give me a hashtag Annie, A-N-N-I-E. Little hashtag action. I had dental surgery once. It was like pulling teeth. What time is your dental appointment tomorrow? Is it at 2:30? Hashtag Annie from Kyle. I watched an episode of Blind Date the other day where Steve-O was on it. Do you guys know Steve-O was on an episode of Blind Date a long time ago? I had my wisdom teeth out almost 10 years ago. Funny thing is, I woke up feeling like $1,000,000. Never had any pain afterwards. My surgeon was a damn genius. That's crazy. I had my wisdom teeth removed 25 years ago when I was 18. Fat clat. Star party. Oh, no star party. That's good. Oh my gosh. Hello, good people. This is John, and I am with Julian. It's awesome to see people come together and enjoy some classic games. Heck yeah, dude. Welcome in, John. There is an individual I know that swears this game is easier than Super Mario World.
ADD, making everyone's toes curl.
Thank you so much, Fat Clat.
It was me!
So let's pro and con here. So Mario World has a lot of exits, and I think that's one thing that intimidates people. Mario World does have bigger levels. Thank you so much, Fat Clat. What's up, Stephen Ray? Mario World does have bigger levels and more secrets. But I think in certain aspects Mario World is easier than Mario 3 because you have Yoshi and you have the cape that allows you to fly through the whole level if you know how to fly. So I think as someone who can take down both of them, I would say that Mario 3 is probably just slightly tougher than Mario World. But they're pretty much on par, but I'd say that Mario 3 is slightly more difficult than Mario World, just because I feel like... Hey again, this is John. Does that lady who reads the comments have... Yes. Yes. Hilarious, right? When people donate, they type a bunch of strings of letters and it makes hilarious sounds. Fat Clat is the one who figured that out. Now see, Star World is pretty tough. I'd say Star World is like the toughest part of Mario 3, but I'd say World 7 for most people. Hey, Mangelo, I saw that. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you,
What the hell
Mangelo.
are you doing?
I would say whether Mario 3... What's up, George W? George W, I'm doing like kind of a no death run, but I'm trying to get through this game in like 3 deaths is my goal. Not really a speed run, but it's not really a slow run. You know what I mean,
stars after
George?
your last stream. Cool face emoji.
Thank you so much, Mangelo, for supporting the stream. Thank you so much, Fat Clat, and everybody. And Jay for bringing your awesome people in here who you take care of. George, welcome in, man. Great question. Thank you so much, Mangelo. John is asking if you play Contra. Yes, I can actually beat Contra without dying. And I've beaten Contra without dying. Out of about 5,000 tries, I've beaten it without dying around 315 times. But it's a very tough game to beat without dying. But yes, indeed, I do play Contra, and I love Contra very much. It's like probably my favorite Nintendo game. It's actually the kind of the game that got me recognized, to be honest with you, on a very small level. Thank you so much, Mangelo and Fat Clat and Annie and Alvin. ADD, they gave me, it was like they gave me the best taco edible right as I woke up. That's amazing. I did do Contra last night. That's so true. Yep, I beat Contra last night without dying. Sometimes I try to... I've watched you do a no death run of Contra. Amazing. Thank you, dude. And thank you so much, Mangelo, for 199 stars, man. Thank you. You guys are killing it, man. Are we gonna get to 10K tonight? That'd be amazing. Mangelo, I think you've got yourself a few more spots in the giveaway, and now there's a star party started. Oh, Star Party started a little while ago. We got about half the time left on the Star Party, as the timer says. I need to make a new Star Party timer. Thank you so much, Angelo, for supporting the stream. Ah, Fat Clat, I keep forgetting I need to get you your Switch points. I'm gonna get them tonight. I'm gonna message you that tonight. I promise. John, welcome in. What's up, J-Rod? Hell yeah, Stephen Ray. Tearing this game a new one. Oh, okay. You donated 1 star, that's why the Star Party's happening. Well, fair enough. I wish sometimes Star Parties would not start if 1 star was sent, though. I wish it would. I don't know, like, I kind of wish that wouldn't trigger it sometimes, but either way, I'm still thankful that there's a Star Party started. I didn't even realize it started. I didn't even know you sent the 1 star, just because it's so silent, you know? But that's okay. Still appreciate it. No big deal. Here we go. Good memories with this game, for sure, Travis. Oh man. Still hot. Very hot tea. What did I expect, though? Oh man. I thought I could time it out. That son of a bitch. There we go. Should have done that the first time. Best Mario ever. It certainly is an awesome Mario. Okay. Cool. Nice shirt, said Kyle. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Our party has ended. Alright, let's try this here. He said slamming it. Hey, Cielita, welcome in. How are you? Alright, so I know there's a secret up there. There's another whistle, but I don't need a third whistle. It just takes up so much inventory space. So if you're wondering why I'm skipping that whistle, that's why. Just came off of a Thumb Tacos live. He was playing a short run of Little Nightmares 2 to get ready to play part 3 tomorrow night. Such a great game. There you go. That's awesome. Welcome in, Celita. Here we go. Oh, no, that's not true. If you saw the way I unalived just recently, I'm certain that's certainly not true. But you're not. You're kind, Ray. Thank you, buddy. Make sure to hit that like button and that share button. I appreciate you joining so much, and thank you, David Hollis, for the kind words, good sir. I can't beat this game without a whistle, though. Hey, wow, Robert, thank you so much, man. I didn't even see that you were sending all those donos, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the donos that you just sent on TikTok, man. That's so awesome of you. Thank you. Let me turn on Tickfinity so I don't miss another one from someone else. Here we go. That's awesome of you, Robert. Thank you so much. Doom ship music is awesome. Yeah, it is. I remember being so amazed by this game when it came out. It was a big deal to go to school and say you owned Mario 3. Yeah, it was. I agree with that. I got this game back in 1990, I believe.
Thanks for the follow!
1990. That was awesome. Hi everybody. And ADD finally relaxing after a long night. Kids won their hockey game. Time to chill. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let me see here. Backplat should have 6 spots in the giveaway. There we go. Plus more over on the tube. Okay, let's see here. Jay got you all caught up. Angelo should have 22. Okay, you're all caught up. Who else do I need to catch up? David Dolgus. We haven't seen David Dolgus in a while. Kyle Haley has 2. Alvin has 2 now. Nick Lagrasso has a spot. Here we go. Excellent. You would rent this game from Blockbuster? Hey, fill my cheesesteak thighs, Kofax. Hi, Ivana, welcome in. My gap clat itches and burns. That's gross. Bowser's greatest hits. That'd be kind of funny to listen to. It'd be songs all about Peach. Peaches, Peaches likes to go to beaches. Peaches, Peaches likes to go to beaches. That was close. Here we go. I think the next pinnacle of games after this was Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. I'd say, for me, that was close. For me, I had Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist, long before I ever got Turtles in Time. I did eventually get Turtles in Time, but it was definitely something that I had Hyperstone Heist for a lot longer. Hyperstone Heist is really neat though. I think it's cool how, like, we got one game that was pretty much totally based off the arcade, and then we got another game that was just like its own thing, you know? Like, we had, like, that's a Turtles game that wasn't in the arcade that's like an arcade game, you know? It's kind of like a, honestly, it's like a licensed ROM hack, you know? If you think about it, because it's nothing like, it is nothing like and the same as, like, let's say Turtles the arcade game. I really think we should have gotten, like, Turtles 1 the arcade game on Super Nintendo also. Man, the amount of money Blockbuster made every Friday and Saturday. Yeah, it would have kept going too if they didn't freaking think that they were better than Netflix. Alright. Yeah. Turtles in Time, the arcade, was awesome. I agree. Dude, yeah, there was no excuse though. We should have had a Simpsons arcade game for the Super Nintendo. We should have had an Xmen arcade game. Do I remember the Power Glove? I have a Power Glove. Oh yeah, I remember it. Absolutely. I should keep it up here. If we get a Galaxy on TikTok, I will go and get my Power Glove. But if not, y'all can just believe me. What?
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, you know they had a one-screen Xmen arcade game. They had a 2-player Xmen arcade game. They had a 4-player Xmen arcade game, and they had a 6-player. What random people would be Can I join? Hey, that's what arcades were for, though. Arcades were for everybody. I love that response, A2D. Do you remember the Power Glove? I have the Power Glove. Boom! You're awesome. The drawbridge is going to close again. Mangelo! What's up, Ivana? You know, another thing that makes Mario World a little easier is you can attack with the cape underwater. The only thing you can attack with underwater in this game is fireballs. So in Mario World, you have several different ways to attack underwater. You can pick up blocks. There's more blocks to throw underwater. Oh shit. Walk around everywhere with a Power Glove on. I saw a really kick-ass Nintendo jacket a long time ago that I kind of want to get eventually. Kind of excited for Terminator 2D No Fate, yeah. Ivana picked up strange signals. Might be aliens, might be someone microwaving a burrito. Yep, I still have all the stuff that allows a Power Glove to work, and believe it or not, Power Gloves do work on modern TVs because it has nothing to do with the TV itself and everything to do with the Nintendo and just how you mount it, how you mount the sensors. Angelo said, "Hey, Phil." Well, no, I was too young to probably watch Terminator when it came out. You think it's upsetting to not get the 3rd star? Most definitely not upsetting. Because I don't need the extra lives, and it takes too long. I don't need the celebration, but Katie Francis, you are certainly, you know, your feelings are valid. But yeah, I just don't need the extra lives, and you know, so that's why I'm not getting it. I still have my Power Glove and the NES Advantage. That's awesome. But man, I tell you what, if me not getting the 3rd star upsets you, you know, I mean, might be time to reevaluate. How dare you? Here we go. Power gloves are awesome. GG, said Ivana, thank you. Midstar, welcome in, man. How are you? Took me a second to see your comment, man. My bad. I'm 43. I remember going to watch Terminator 2 at the movies. I'm 43 as well. And I don't remember when Terminator came out, but I did go see Batman in theaters. When did the Terminator movie come out? October 26, 84. Yeah, see, I was 2.
Terminator was released.
When did Terminator 2 come out? 1991.
United States of America. Terminator
I would have been old enough to go see it in 1991, but, you know, for real, my mom probably wouldn't have let me watch the Terminator back in the day. Yeah, I would have been 9. Batman for me was scary enough, to be honest with you, with the Joker. It was not around the same, well, the movies came out years difference, but yeah, Terminator and Batman came out around the same time. Yes, both came out in 89. Mm-hmm. That's right. Here we go. Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was such a good movie. Did you know that it was Pee Wee Herman who was the villain in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie? 43, I wouldn't have guessed. Yeah. Would you guess now? How about now? He's like, oh yeah, take the hat off. Yeah, you definitely look 43.
Did you guys hear that Target held a contest to choose the best neckwear? It was a tie, necktie emoji, human face palming emoji, rolling on the
That's
floor
funny.
laughing emoji, smiley face emoji.
This game is still so fun. I agree. Oh my gosh, funny. Ivana. Batman came out. I saw that one in movies too. That's awesome. He said that's not so bad. Oh, thanks, Guy. I appreciate that. One of the earliest memories of seeing a movie in theaters was Masters of the Universe. See, I didn't get to see that in theaters. My parents were very cheap about going to see movies. And when we did get to go see movies, it was the dollar theater. Like, I finally got, when I got to go see Mortal Kombat, the movie, it was at the dollar theater. My grandfather picked me up and picked up me and my brother every weekend and went to the movies, so I saw most of those movies. Dude, what great memories, James. That's so cool. The movies that I remember seeing the most in theaters were Batman. When I was young, my dad took us all to see Three Men and the Little Lady. Remember that movie? It was with Burt Reynolds, I think. And then I saw Bambi in theaters. And my mom was very disturbed by the mom dying in that movie. She was like, that's too sad for you. You know, you don't need to see that. I was very traumatized by the mom dying in Bambi. And I was very worried about that after, like, my mom, you know, I was just worried. Let's see here. I saw Forrest Gump in theaters. I saw Toy Story in theaters, Ninja Turtles. My sister took me to see all the cool movies. My sister Lisa. Toy Story. You saw that too? Ivana, excellent idea. That's exactly how the Great Burrito War of 47 was avoided. We'll need 12 synchronized lawnmowers, a set of feral, oh my gosh, 3 garden gnomes. Oh my gosh. I'm not reading that. You're ridiculous. That's 1000% a Sally comment. I wasn't born until November 91, so my earliest memory of seeing a movie in theater was Toy Story. My father watched only went to the movie theaters. My father only went to the movie theaters twice in his adult life. The first time he lost a bet to my brother and I, he had to take us to see Batman Returns. I saw Batman Returns in theaters, and my buddy Tim fell asleep. And then when Catwoman got knocked off the building and fell into the greenhouse, and that scream that she made woke him up, like he jumped up. Seeing Toy Story 1 in theaters this summer brought back some memories. That sounds like a great plan, but oh my gosh. Hey, don't forget about, Briggs and Stratton, I mean, that might be a good one to look at too. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of some items here. Secret of the Ooze was awesome. I did see that movie in theaters. The Secret of the Ooze was supposed to be a lot greater of a secret than it really was. The doctor was supposed to be Baxter. Bebop and Rocksteady were supposed to be in it, but Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird didn't like that they didn't like something about how they were going to use them, or it might have been too expensive to make them or something like that, make it work, so they made Toka and Razar instead. But those were thought up by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. And also too, Toka and Razar actually appeared as cartoon characters. Prancer, interesting. I've never seen Prancer. Alien burrito waves, good lord.
Thanks for the follow!
Thank you for the follow. True story, I have never gone to a movie theater and seen a movie, in its entirety. So you've been to a movie theater, you've just never stayed the whole thing. When I was younger, I went and saw Beavis and Butthead Do America in theaters, and then when we were done watching that, we snuck into another theater and saw Pitch Black. At the time was the movie. Beavis and Butthead Do America was so funny. I did get all 3, it seems. I didn't even mean to. It just happens sometimes. You saw Jaws 50th in theaters? Fair enough. That'd be awesome. I don't get to go really anywhere anymore. I'm kind of a you know, prisoner of my own circumstances. I have 5 children, so, you know, I don't really get to go too many places. I am a stay-at-home dad / full-time streamer, and that's about all I do. Right now, at least. Radio Flyer. I never saw Radio Flyer. We watched a lot of movies at home, and we would also rent movies and record them. We had so many rented movies that we recorded. I saw Titanic in theaters. I went on a date and saw that movie. That movie was stupid. You're expecting heavy rain tonight and tomorrow? I mean, obviously, I don't mind Titanic. It's a classic, but at the same time, like, back then, I thought it was dumb. And there are still some really dumb parts about it. Danny DeVito's best movies was Jack the Bear. Interesting. You've never seen Titanic? You're not really missing anything. I cried during Titanic. Yes, I did, because it was such a horrible piece of crap. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Whatever, ADD. Nipple makes a presence in Titanic. I mean, the end of the movie was so stupid. Don't ever let go, Jack. Proceeds to let go 10 minutes later. Don't ever let go, Jack. There's not enough room on this door, though. You know, I loved Danny DeVito in the movie Twins. I thought the movie Twins was awesome. Something I miss is Blockbuster. I used to rent movies every Friday. I have good memories of Blockbuster. I used to ride my bike there when I was a kid and get used games. I used to be like, man, I have $7. I wonder if I could get a game for $5.99. And I would typically go up there and I would find something. What's up, Eric Brandon Hall? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Eric Brandon Hall, man, it's been a long time since I've seen you, man. You used to be top of my star leaderboard every week. How are you? Thank you so much for all the support you've ever given to the page, man. Welcome in. Twins is awesome, for sure. Yeah, I've never seen Jack the Bear. Wouldn't dare name a movie that nowadays, though. ADD's date took him home and proceeded to draw him like one. Oh my gosh. Hey, I saw that, Eric. Thanks, buddy. times that by 10 and send it again. He's lighting it up a little bit at a time. Why did the Halloween or holiday Reese's always taste better than the Reese's? They use a different type of peanut butter. They really do. It's a different type of peanut butter. It's a sweeter, smoother, creamier peanut butter. Cortina has made those before, and they're so good when they're homemade. I have never rented a movie from Blockbuster. I think I mentioned that before. That's so funny. Because your family owned a rental business. That makes sense. So renting from Blockbuster was probably like sacrilegious. Like they were like, no, small business only. That's crazy that your parents owned a rental store. Mom, Dad, why do I have a late fee? Yeah, Big was a good movie. Yeah, man, been working both jobs 7 days a week. Haven't been in much. Dude, that's so crazy. That's a lot of work. You know what I wish they would make, Eric? I wish they would make like some kind of rectangle device that we could like keep in our pocket all the time and just like watch things for a few seconds at a time here and there. That'd be really awesome. I never have time to watch even though I'm constantly scrolling through reels. I'm just kidding, man. That's kind of like my joke to everybody who comes in who hasn't been here in a while. Hasn't been here in 6 or 7 months, but I bet you got that phone out every day. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Just scrolling, just doom scrolling. Stop your doom scrolling. Bro, you better patent that idea. No, for Eric Brandon Hall, it's good to see you, man. It really is. Good to have you back. What are you doing for a living these days, Eric? I used to double job it up until the doctor told me to cut back on work, saying I was overworking myself. That is entirely possible. Easy to do. I sometimes feel like I'm like some weeks I feel like that, especially with like all the taking care of kids and stuff like that. Man, it just gets so tiresome. It gets very tiresome. Yep, it was a small grocery store, video rental, and gas station. My family was in business for well over 60 years. That's crazy. That's awesome, Travis. What was the name of the place? If you don't want to give the name of the place, that's not a problem, but I would imagine with them being closed now, it probably doesn't matter anyway. Good to see you too, brother. I'm an assistant supervisor in the shows department at SeaWorld. Holy crap, then you can't even mess with your phone after work, and I guarantee you're exhausted. Also do carpet cleaning and construction and restoration work. Holy shit, man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Man, assistant supervisor at SeaWorld, that's awesome, man. Well, thanks for the 7 stars. No, I'm kidding, man. Thank you again. That's really cool. I bet sometimes you're really wailing, huh? Being a parent's full-time job in its own right, right? For real. I've done that work, and it does have a habit of taking all your attention and time. No, that's for sure. You're so right. That's a lot to do, Eric. Good lord. I couldn't imagine. Your plate's probably super full being a supervisor at SeaWorld. Couldn't imagine telling all those animals what to do. Blackman's four-way grocery store. The four-way is because it was in an intersection stop. Two major highways. Oh, nice. I have 5 kids, 4 sons and 1 daughter. That's exactly what I have. I have my first at 17. They're all older than 20 now. But when they were kids, I had absolutely no time to myself. Now I do. Man, see, I did it backwards. They keep me busy, that's for sure. Get my steps in at work. If only SeaWorld paid more than just above. Are you fucking kidding me? They pay above minimum wage. Like, oh my god, seriously? That's great resume work, though. I spend my day telling all the people what to do. Man, I'd be like, you better double my fucking minimum, just over minimum wage job if you want me to do this. Good lord, but that's awesome, man. Holy crap. That's crazy. If anyone is familiar with ServPro, that's where I worked. Abel Lopez, welcome in, man. Well, that's, you know what, I really appreciate you stopping back in. That's crazy. Yeah, I have no time to myself. In between, when I get done like with my break time and I get back on and someone's like, I sent you a DM, I'm like, you don't even know what I just went through. I'm trying to keep one kid from putting every crumb and every piece of paper and every little thing he finds on the ground in his mouth. I'm trying to keep up with 3 poopy diapers throughout the day. Oh my gosh, so here soon we're about to start really hammering home the potty training with Lucas. So I'm thinking within the next few days or few weeks I'm gonna have him day trained. But I've been so busy. Wow, Sears carpet cleaning, holy crap. You probably do well with your restoration stuff, though. That's neat. Is that something you plan on eventually turning into like a full-time thing for yourself, and you're just kind of doing it right now on the side? Going full-time with anything independent is tough, because then you're responsible for all your own taxes. Oh my gosh, yeah. If we would have just spread them out a little more, if I would have started a little younger, you know, it'd be easier, but whatever. ServPro, I've heard of them, Kyle. I've done that. Oh man. Here we go. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I haven't done anything but this for the last almost 6 years. How old were you in 1992 when this was released? This was released earlier than 1992. But in 1992 I was 10. This was released, I believe, in 1989. 1991 is when we got Mario World. And Mario World and Mario 3 were developed at the exact same time. They were basically finished at the exact same time too, and the only reason we didn't get fuck off, Phil. No. The only reason we didn't get like Mario 3 earlier from Nintendo, or Mario World earlier and Super Nintendo earlier for Nintendo, can you believe that Mario 3 was so successful that it legit delayed the Super Nintendo for a year. My good friend still works at ServPro in Corpus Christi, probably 25 years now. I worked in competition for 10 years, Service Master back in the day. Yeah, so Mario 3 was single-handedly responsible for the Super Nintendo being delayed. Don't believe me? Go watch The Gaming Historian. Don't believe me? Do your research. True. Pretty crazy. No, dude. Bill, if that happens, I'm seriously gonna Rochambeau you. Man, hey, don't all talk at once over there on TikTok, you bunch of fucking lurkers. I'm just kidding. How you doing? Hello from Arizona. Welcome in. Yep, Mario 3 came out in 19... When was Mario 3 released in the US? 19... US release was 1990. My dad told me, you get straight A's, I will get you Mario 3. You bet your ass I had a report card ready. That's awesome. Wow, 25 years of that occupation. I was 2 years in before leaving and I felt burnt out. I'm talking like 60 hours minimum, upwards to 90. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine. Nope. TikTok is for Lurkers Anonymous. Oh, thank you so much, John Doe. You know what I forgot to do? Is I had to reset my capture card earlier, and unfortunately, TikTok likes to think that the capture card needs to be set to 100% sound. I'm honestly like, I love TikTok, but I'm thinking about quitting TikTok until I can figure out how to stream on TikTok from OBS. They should just give you the option, man. Let you stream from TikTok Studio or give you a fucking stream key, you know? Like, why do they have to hoard the stream keys like crazy and make it impossible when every other platform is just like, here's a stream key, use whatever service you want. Thanks, John. Oh, I don't know that answer, Tim D. Wayne. That's a good question. When, hold on just a second. No. What's up, Danny Miller? It is bogus. It's stupid, Danny. I agree. Like, I wonder why they make you apply. Like, why does it matter? But we're going to apply. Evening, Kofax. There we go. That works. And yes, I realize there's a P thing back there to make that part easier, but whatever. Here we go. Blame it on the fire-spitting enemy. Yeah, for real. Hey, not too bad though. I've only had 3 deaths up to this point. Blame it on the fire. Shit. That's dirty. There we go. Got him. I'm gonna have Cortina write them to apply. I think she'll be able to do that pretty well. She's better at writing things out than I am. Sweet. And boom. Ooh. Mangela with the uptime. 1 hour, 7 minutes. That's so stupid how that one can like track and become as fast as you. It doesn't make any fucking sense. That was stupid too. Fuck that. There we go. My grandparents baited us into believing they were getting an SNES for Christmas, saying things like, "We got you a gift you really want, and you'll be able to play together." Christmas morning, we opened up a crochet set. Oh my gosh, or croquet set. Then after a while, the dust had settled. They bought us and they brought out the SNES. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I got a Sega Genesis just on a random ass day when I was younger. I remember, I think my dad was just tired of hearing me bitch about wanting a Super Nintendo. And so he took me to Target and I stood there and he's like, "All right, let's get a Super Nintendo." And I said, "Well, Dad, could I possibly get a Sega?" And I think he didn't care because the Sega was $149 and the Super Nintendo was $199. I should have bargained for a game at the time too, because I'd have been like, "Dad, the Super Nintendo's $199. If I get the Sega, can I get it for $149 and a game? It'll be the same price as the Super Nintendo." I should have bargained better at that point. But you know, when you're a kid, you're just excited to be getting a Sega, and it came with Sonic, so I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I didn't say "fuck yeah" because I didn't even know the word "fuck" at the time. I was like 10 years old. Maybe I was 9. I think it was 1991 when I got a Sega. And I remember renting Street Fighter, the World Championship Edition. When did Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition come out for Sega? Okay, so it had to be middle of 1992 because I rented Championship Edition Street Fighter for Sega Genesis, so that tells me that it was at least 92. And then I guess I got a Super Nintendo the next year for Christmas, and then shortly after that I got a Super Nintendo. When I got a Super Nintendo, what the fuck, that was stupid. When I got a Super Nintendo, I remember my dad got me the Link to the Past version of Super Nintendo, and I tried to play it, but I just never could get into the Zelda games. And so I asked him. My parents would never get mad if we said, you know, we would always do it respectfully, but we would ask, hey, you know, can I return this and get something else? You know, because they would be like, yeah, we have all the receipts. My parents were always like encouraging us to say if we liked something or not. And so I remember I asked my dad, like, Dad, would you be mad if I said I wanted the Super Nintendo that came with Mario World? And he said, nope, not at all. Let's go get it. And so we went to Walmart with my Christmas money, and I guess the Mario World pack of that game was cheaper because I got a little money back, and I was able to get the Super Game Boy and Final Fight 2. And I remember I looked at Final Fight and I was like, man, they have Final Fight, but then they have Final Fight 2? So I immediately got Final Fight 2. I know, that was shenanigans, right? That was bullshit. I remember getting our SNES. I don't recall how we got our Genesis. Might have been my brother's birthday. And then I remember, it's great to hear your good memories and others chat. Hell yeah, James. We share all kinds of stuff here, man. Hell yeah, dude. And then I remember I got a 32X. And we were just at Walmart. And my dad saw it and he was like, look at this, it's an add-on for Sega Genesis and it makes your games better. We thought initially that it made the games look better, you know, like the Sega Genesis games, but it didn't. But I remember when I had a lot of games for 32X, and at the time, you know, in 1994, like, I had no idea that the 32X was a dying breed. You know, for me, it was like, you know, I felt like I had the newest, something new with Sega, and I was a super proud 32X owner. Like, I had Mortal Kombat 2, the next game I got was Motocross, the next game I got after that was Afterburner, the next game I got after that was Cosmic Carnage, and then I don't remember the order after that, but eventually I got Virtual Racing, and then I got Virtua Fighter 1, which I was so ecstatic to have Virtua Fighter. I played that game so much. And then I had Huffman Contest and Star Wars Arcade and Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure and man, let's see, Knuckles Chaotix. What else did I have for 32X? Doom. I loved Doom for 32X. I played Doom the most out of everything. Let's see here. I had so many 32X games, man. I loved my 32X. I still love 32X. I'm still like, oh, I had a game called, it ended with 0, and I don't want to say the first name because it was SLAVE 0. I don't even play the game because unfortunately it has you know, it's SLAVE 0, so I don't even play the game because of the name that's in there, because I don't want to have any issues with anyone, you know, like playing a game that has that word in it. But I loved that game. It was just about a giant robot. You were basically a giant mech. And then I had a game called Metalhead that was very polygonal. It was all polygons, and it was another mech style game, and I loved that game. Man, I thought 32X had some of the most fun games. I had like 14 games for my 32X. I loved that system. So for me, I didn't know it was dying. You know, I didn't know. And then, like, when PlayStation came out, you know, I played the 32X like up until like 1998. Like, I played my 32X, my Genesis, and my Super Nintendo, and my Sega CD until like 1998, when I finally got a PlayStation 1. And I got my PlayStation 1 by trading in all my 32X games, all my Game Boy games, all my Nintendo games, all my Super Nintendo games, all my regular Nintendo games, all my Sega stuff. And I got a PlayStation 1, which was $300 at the time, so that was a lot of stuff I needed to trade in to get to $300. $300 was a big spend when I was 16 in 1998. What is $300 in 1998 compared to nowadays? So that was $596.
According to inflation calculator.
That was the equivalent of $600 that I had to save up when I was 16. I had never even held $300. But I was able to trade enough stuff in, and then I brought $100 of my own money, and I bought 2 games. The 2 games that I bought from Funko Land were Tekken 2 and Resident Evil 2. I played so much Tekken. I got every character's ending. I got every secret character's ending. Yeah. Yep, Kyle. Double the value now. You're so right. Yep. Like, it was double what it cost back then, basically. Siphon Filter was your favorite game on PS1. Siphon Filter was good. Man, I played a lot of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit with a friend of mine. We would, when I was 17, him and I would get all super tacoed, and we would go back to my place afterwards, and we would eat pizza rolls, and we would play Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3, and we would take turns being the popo and being the getaway guy. So much fun. But yeah, 32X to me was like I always really liked Sega. And when Dreamcast came out, dude, I was all over Dreamcast. I'm pretty sure I got a Dreamcast like shortly after it launched. And I remember when I was in high school, I was one of 2 people that I knew who had a PlayStation 2 in 2001. I actually had one of my friends like beg to come over and see the PlayStation 2 in action, and he was like, "Oh my god, look at those lighting effects." I remember my older brother worked at Sears and got a PlayStation when it came out. That's awesome. You would play Metal Gear Moses. RY said those were the good days. Yeah, they were. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when GameStop didn't take over every other game store now.
Budget? We don't need no stinking budget!
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you, man. How are you, dude? Welcome in. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I had that eventually too. I never was a Final Fantasy VII fan at all. Still not. I'm doing good, Thomas. Thanks for asking, man. We're talking about game systems we had as a kid. Shadow of Rome for PS2 was amazing. I never played that. Heard it was good though. Who made that? Was it Capcom who made that? Who made the game Shadow of Rome for the PS2? Thomas, there was a big ol' uproar over nothing. Facebook gaming has not been a thing since 2022, and the only thing they're doing now, that's what I thought. I thought it was Capcom. That's what I thought, but I got sidetracked by a comment. Yes. Yeah. I mean, yes, of course I'm on Facebook, because I was watching every freaking other streamer post their goodbyes. It's been so nice to stream on Facebook, but now that they're taking everything away, I'm leaving, and you're such a great community, and blah, blah, blah. And now they all have to eat crow. They all have to eat their words and be like, oh yeah, I'm still here. I was wrong about that. I knew it. You know, because basically they're just phasing out the old stuff and making the content monetization thing the only thing. And you know what? Here's what's actually good about it. It's not over, dude. No. Thomas, no. It's not. It's far from it. Like, basically all they're doing is they're just lumping us in with everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that was stupid. You know? The only thing that, like stars are still a thing, and subscriptions are still a thing. The only thing they're not doing is it's not called gaming anymore. It's just, you know, we're just content creators, you know, which I'm okay with that. Like, I don't know, man. I thought it was really stupid that everybody was posting their goodbyes. I did a bunch of research and I saw that they're just shifting things over. Yeah, no, it's okay, Thomas. I didn't even mention it, and I posted a couple things on my page that people basically need to do their research and quit fear-mongering. My girlfriend brought me a PlayStation 2 for my birthday. Such a great gift. Had to marry her. That's awesome. You're okay, man. But I mean, you know, you could pretty much, you know, yeah, of course I heard about it, you know. We've always been content creators. No, you're absolutely right. But before, I was a gaming content creator, and now I'm just a content creator, which I'm fine with that. You know, here's what it's going to be. It's going to be better for people because we're not... Thomas, do you remember around 2017 or 2018 when the views were like crazy on the book, and you could go on there and, like, even cell phone streaming, you could get a whole bunch of views going, and then all of a sudden they made Facebook gaming, and then all of a sudden everything was all screwed up. Like, everything was all screwed up. Anybody who played games was put into their own stupid little algorithm, and we couldn't get any reach, and there's always just been problems with it. Well, here's the good thing about you know, what they're doing now is everybody's going to be lumped into the same algorithm. Every content creator, no matter what kind of content you create, is going to have the same chance as the other guy. The guy who creates the stupid reel where he throws spaghetti all over his face and eats a Tide Pod, you know, we're going to have that same algorithm. So we have the same chance of hitting even greater views, I think, honestly. So while people are freaking out, I'm looking at the business side of it. You know, I'm looking at the business side of it. Yeah, I don't feel like repeating myself, Jamie. But welcome in. I got PS2 from another guy who liked my mom. He owned it and lived with him for a short time, and when we left, he let me and my brother have it because we played it all the time. That's awesome. Jamie, someone just asked me about what's going on with Facebook gaming, and I told him, yeah, it's just basically no big deal. It's a bunch of people flipping out over nothing. The only thing they're doing is just streamlining everything. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all it really was. I think people were freaking out over nothing. And I personally, I don't really even know Igor that well, but I'm surprised that he left, to be honest with you. Hey, Mangelo with 2 hundo. I mean, so that's just my guess, man. Thank you so much, Angelo. That's just my guess, Jamie. I don't even, but do you even, I don't know. You know what I do, Thomas, is I don't pay attention to what anyone else is doing. I just march to the fucking beat of my own drum, and that's what I've been doing for years now. And that's what's worked. You know. Please, can I get some game? What the fuck kind of comment is that? Okay, you're a thirst bot. Goodbye. Thank you so much, Mangelo. Dude, you're kind of mean. How? How am I mean? You gonna judge me after being in here for 5 fucking seconds? Yeah, no, I'm not mean. We're just talking business. Sorry if you can't handle it. If you're too sensitive, then bye-bye. I wish they would have too, Jamie. I had the same bullshit happen. Most of the streamers that I'm aware of that made a big deal out of it had already left Facebook, so for them it was kind of like Spike the football moment. Yeah, it was a moment to get a little clout, you know. ADD is the only streamer that I have followed who hasn't left the book out of the blue. Donald, I will always be here, brother. I have people who've been watching for 7.5 years, so, you know, yeah, if you want to consider me mean, fine, but I'm nice to the people that matter. Jamie, I'm telling you, man, if you can, you need to get your personal page. You need to get your personal page. I know you don't want to, but you need to get Meta verified so you can call Meta and talk to them about it. Because that is what helped me. Yeah. Anytime I have an issue, I just get right on the phone with Facebook, man, and they fucking solve it for me. Honestly, I love Meta verified. Interesting. That's crazy because they have helped me like crazy. Because remember, I had that one weird thing that was it was like that it was yeah, let's see here, I don't know. My last page though has something like that on there, Jamie. Thank you so much again, Mangelo. Appreciate you, dude.
Okay, and Jill.
You know, if I
here's a
was
lockpick.
truly mean,
It might be handy if
I
you, the
don't
master
think
of
that
unlocking,
people would be supporting me the way they are for 6 years now, almost. Making sure that I can stay full time, so. But, you know, that's people nowadays. They see someone for 5 seconds and they think they know their whole fucking character. That's the world nowadays. Dude, Moses says you are so nice, and I've straight up gotten, you know, like Moses and I have had disagreements before to where he's left being mad at me and he still thinks I'm super nice. I think you're awesome too, Moses. Jamie Mangridge is a good dude, for sure. I just was annoyed, Jamie, so I didn't feel like explaining it again, because I'm not annoyed with Thomas, but I'm just annoyed with the whole situation that everybody was using it as a moment to have a public freak out when they didn't do their proper research. Yeah, you can make the avatars battle. I forget how. You didn't do anything wrong, Thomas. You're good, dude. That's okay, that's okay. How could you have known that it would be a spicy subject? I'm just getting passionate about it, but you didn't do anything wrong, Thomas. I just get passionate about my answers sometimes. That's all. Just get passionate. Love this game. Me too. You know, I have a lot of emotion in my context. I'm still around, just wish it was like it used to. Yeah. I mean, I've never gotten huge views anyway, you know? So, for me, I think the potential is there even more now. Yeah, Thomas, you're a good dude, man. You're all good, man. You didn't do anything wrong. Hey! Fat clap.
The only time ADD is mean is when he's riding you buck wild like he is competing in the professional bull riding league. Calm down, cowboy.
Jamie, on my old page, I was starting to get 60 to 90 people watching at all times. I had 2,700 return viewers. I was super close to being partner. I was super close. Like and then that shit happened, man. I was getting, I remember I was playing Dead Rising. I had 50 people watching, and then all of a sudden, like, I got a banner across the top of my page saying you can't do certain things anymore, and I was like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah, Manrich is awesome, man. Thank you, Fat Clat. Calm down, cowboy. Good lord. Thank you, Fat Clat.
You were almost
They
a
did.
jibble sandwich.
You're right.
That's why I just try to be extra careful now, man. You know, I don't co-op with people anymore, because you never know what someone's gonna say. I'd be passionate to many. I'd be passionate to many I know outside of being a loving father and husband. This gig is a big part of your real life. It is. It is. It's everything to me, man. You know, the only thing I like it goes. You know, it's just yeah. It's everything. Like, there are of course things that are more important, but. You delete streams after you do them? I don't do that. I delete some if they're performing negatively. Like when I have a negative ratio when you're looking at your content. Yeah, no, I don't have that problem for some reason, knock on wood. Who knows? You too, Thomas. Good to see you, man. Thanks, Kyle Haley. Thank you for the stars, Fat Clat. I have about 30 minutes left in the stream. Maybe we can make it to level 10 before I stop. Thank you so much, Thomas. I am going to bed real soon, though, because I need to be up in the morning. I need to be up in the mornings to get the kids on the bus. And the lady and I are going to the food pantry in the morning because we've got 5 kids and we could use a little help, you know? Like, if it helps us with $100 of our grocery bill by, you know, giving us maybe a loaf of bread and, you know, a couple frozen meats, and, you know, they probably give us about $75 worth of groceries or so, maybe $100 worth of groceries, and it lasts us. We use it all. We use it all, and we're very thankful. We always tell the kids, you know, this was from the church. Be thankful. You know, your breakfast today was from the church. So, yeah, like I really do sincerely appreciate everything that comes in, because, man, I'll tell you what, it is tough sometimes with 5 kiddos. So thank you, everybody. And the cool thing is, you guys are helping me in so many ways too, because I don't have to put my kids in daycare, man. I can be a stay-at-home dad and still work. But I started doing this before I was a dad. Everybody here, there's people here who were watching me when I just had a dog and a cat, when I was living in my old apartment in the dungeon, you know? And then, you know, Corinne and I got together, and it was around almost 3 years into my streaming that I had a kid. I think you, me, and TC are the only ones left on Facebook, possibly. You know, this may sound terrible, but I don't give a shit. Let them all fucking leave, man. Let them all leave. I don't care. More viewers for me. You know, I mean, do you think if there's 2 donut shops on the road and one of the donut shops closes down, do you think the other donut shop is going to be sad? Fuck no. They're going to be like, cool, I can sell twice as many donuts. You know, so, you know, I'll hopefully get, you know, there will be people who are looking for another streamer to watch, and you know who has 2 thumbs and plays video games? This guy. So there's gonna be people who are looking for another person to watch, you know? I ain't leaving, man. I don't care if I'm the only one streaming video games on Facebook. But I'll tell you what, my YouTube channel's doing really well. Believe it or not, analytics-wise, my YouTube is now dwarfing my my Facebook page in views and analytics. And I'm thinking eventually it's gonna start doing that monetarily eventually. I love Ken and Grindstone. Ken is hilarious. He really is a good person at the end of the day. He just is brave as fuck with what he says. And then Grindstone is a great dude too. I think Cherry Potter's sticking around as well. She's a good streamer. I'm interested in what they are doing next year with the so-called changes they're gonna do. You know? As long as things get more even, what's after Mario 3? Possibly the back of my eyelids, Phil. It's really honestly like, you know I love doing this and I'll do this no matter what, but it's honestly a little too slow for me to justify possibly doing something else after this. So, you know, I might just go to bed after Mario 3. It just depends. If things get crazier, I might sacrifice a little sleep and stick around. But other than that, and you guys know, once again, I mean, I'll do plenty of streams where nothing comes in, but at the same time, if it's late at night and I'm exhausted, and I've already done 2 hours of streaming, you know, the only thing that's going to keep me going if it starts getting crazy dono-wise. Other than that, I'll be back on in the morning doing some awesome streaming, hopefully. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll see, Phil. Oh, motherfucker. This level can go suck a D. It looks like I might have time for another short game, possibly, Phil. We'll see. Because it just depends. If I beat this game in the next 10 minutes, I'll have time for another game. I don't know what, though. But yeah, I was planning on getting off stream by 1:30. So the only thing that would keep me on past 1:30 is if things start getting cray-cray. I know, and I need to get to sleep too. I try to get up in the morning and walk my kids down to the bus stop. Now, granted, there are so many people out there walking that if I don't get out there, it's okay, but at the same time, I still like to get out there. Like, there's like, every morning when I'm out there, there's 3 or 4 moms walking their kids to the bus stop. There's moms standing at the bus stop. So, like, if I don't get out there, there's, you know, my kids are old enough to know to stay in the grass, you know, walk down to the bus stop. Don't fight at the bus stop, you know. But recently I got a message that my son Owen was kind of causing a bit of trouble at the bus stop, so I'm trying to get down there every day to make sure that they don't cause any trouble. So yeah, it's kind of a have to like thing. I don't know. I like getting up early too. Like, I love sleeping in, but I also like getting up early and, like, the feeling of, you know, like, that fat clat feeling, you know, getting shit done before, you know, the day even really starts. I've got that fat clat feeling. Whoa, that fat clat feeling. I've got that fat clat feeling, and I'm up early. No, the person who called me mean, I haven't seen them comment again. Sometimes you gotta be a little mean in this world, although I wasn't being mean. But people call you mean when you're being assertive, when you're just kind of standing up for yourself a little bit, or maybe pointing out how something is, you know, pointing out the way something should be, pointing out the way something shouldn't be. I'm off to bed. I'm just gonna listen while I go to bed. Hey, dude, sounds good, man. Have a good one, Tommy. You're still gonna listen while you're going to bed? I'd call that a Kerr-win. God damn it. That fat clat feeling's like warm apple pie. It was more like a pine cone, but it's okay. If she thought you were mean, or if the vibe wasn't right, they could have just left without saying anything. You're right, but who cares? Maybe I do a little bit, but only because I know that I'm not, but whatever. I can be a little mean sometimes, you know, but sometimes it's necessary. Totally agree. I don't know. Maybe I should put a safe space in here with some crayons and some coloring books. Here we go. Camera suit. I think it's really cool how he looks like a beetle when he's ducked. For some reason, if I stay up past 2 a.m., like, all my inhibitions for, like, eating late at night go out the window. You know, like, I'll be able to, I can for some reason justify, you know, a bowl of cereal past 2 a.m. easier than I will past 1:30. It almost seems like my willpower leaves me after 2 a.m. and I can't not eat at night. And when I eat at night, I get, you know I'm getting fat from it. And I don't want to be fat. You know, I want to lose. I'm like 270 right now, and I want to be like 170. So I'm just trying to do something about it. There we go. Skipped 2 levels. No, I skipped 1 level. I basically just skipped all of World 6. Maybe invest in a home gym. Nah, I'm a work out with my own body, my body weight, and you know, type of workout person. If anything, I would probably use a resistance band, but that's about it. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do. Now, I'm not really worried about getting big. I'm more worried about being, you know, trying to stay in somewhat of a calorie deficit, eating a lot of protein, and doing a lot of joint exercises and stretching and, you know, I guess like Tai Chi style things, you know, but not a bad idea. Heyo. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. Hey yo, let's see here. It is 1:18. It's been a super fun night of streaming, but I'm possibly thinking that the best thing for me to do would be to just cut it off and go to sleep. You know, it's been a long day. Take care, Drake. Have a good one, man. It's been a long day. I appreciate all the stars and super chats from everybody. It's been a slow day, so I'm kind of just ready to put this day to rest and wake up tomorrow and try again. So we shall see. But for the month, I'm still averaging good, which I really appreciate. So thanks everybody for supporting. I'm going to go ahead and stop on Twitch. Take care. I'm going to stop on TikTok. Have a good one, everybody. Get some rest, bro. Thanks so much, Travis. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care. See you next time. See you tomorrow. I'll probably be on around 10 a.m. ish tomorrow. So we'll see. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Travis and Danny and Ashley and Bill. Take care. Kyle, Haley, and Drake and Chris over on YouTube.